Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Play action. It's Lawrence. Out to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan. If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Mahomes now to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas, we need this. Let's do it.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one too low.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because...
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the... Jones goes diving and he's got it. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He'll drop this one off with ETN. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Straight ahead, ETN. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man right side is Tony. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete downfield to James. He's into space past the 25 and all the way down to the 5. A big play there for KC. 56 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a loss on the play. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now
and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jared McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. On first down, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes to throw once more. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. He's going to have the first down and then some. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Look at the big man rumble. He's on his way. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's something, some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Final play of the half, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Now he's loose at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Once more Etienne. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nick Bolton. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 61 yards.
61 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Brendan McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg, rolling to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run. 39 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
It's complete. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll get this off to ETN. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. A final shot now for Lawrence. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game.